Any trip for someone who is looking to travel is just get up and go. Because if you keep postponing, it will never happen. And just get up and go. We have destinations you can access with matatus. We have Nanyuki Way, which has a train that leaves on Friday and comes back on Sunday. And we have very affordable Airbnbs and hotels in Nanyuki and all over the country. So just get up and go. You don't have to say that a weekend getaway because you don't have a car. You can use a matatu, you can use the train, you can even come up with a group of friends. If you have a group of friends, you can combine and do a trip now where you can hire a vehicle, or you can do the joining safaris where you join other people who are going for a safari. But I would advise at least choose a tour operator or do your own research before traveling so that you know what to expect and you can be ready. Yeah, that's what I would advise for someone who is traveling for the first time. Welcome to the first episode of our podcast, and I'm Yvonne from Delfin Tours. And I'm Annalise, and this is the travel seat. Pull up a seat, we are talking travel. At Delfin Tours, it's a tour company based there in Kenya. We offer packages both local and international. Let Annalise tell us how Delfin started. So Delfin started after COVID. During COVID, I was employed in a tours company, and when COVID struck, we were told to go home with no salary, of course, because there was no one traveling, so no one could afford to pay you. And now after that, when they were asking us to go back, that's now where my sister and Brian came in and asked me we start Delfin Tours. So that's how Delfin Tours started. It was such an interesting moment to start a business because the businesses we are not picking at the moment. Like at the time, people were not traveling. So it was a difficult time to start a company, especially a travel company. So we took some time before getting our first clients, but finally, we managed to get in the market. You remember who our first client was? Yes, it was our uncle. Our uncle, we did not even have bank details. He just sent money on M-Pesa. Yeah, yes, it was very interesting. Then at that time is when we realized, we need a bank account so that clients can trust us. Yeah, because M-Pesa is not well trusted when making payments to a direct number. Yeah. That's now when we went ahead and opened a bank account and a pay bill number. Yes. And it's very interesting. People trying to trust you. Like I've posted something and this hotel maybe doesn't exist, and then someone is trusting you to make a payment to you. It takes some time, but we thank God so far. Yeah, and that's where now we had to come up with a physical location because our first office was a very small office, and we opened it for clients to feel that they can trust us. We opened our first office in Mlolongo. That's where we started. That was near where we stayed, and that's how actually Delfin came to grow. And now we moved our offices from Lolongo to Next Gen Mall. Now we can talk about our first experiences in travel. What do you remember about your first experience in travel? Okay. I started traveling when I was young with my parents. We would go with my mom for trips, especially the wildlife animals. What is it called? She belonged to a wildlife club where they would take people for trips to Lake Nakuru, Magadi, Savo. Those were the first travel moments where we join groups with other people, with students, high school students. We go with them. And my first memory basically is in Mzima Springs in Savo. That's the basic thing I remember about the first travel moments that we had. Yeah. And then now the good thing is our dad used to live in Mombasa, so that also came as a plus about traveling with using the oldest jar train. not SGR, the old train.
The old train.
Yes.
With the face me chairs where you could see
Yeah.
facing strangers. At least right now, some coaches don't have the face me option.
And kids never used to pay.
Yeah,
Kids were free, and it used to take around 12 hours from Nairobi to Mombasa.
Yes.
And we used to carry food inside the train.
Yeah.
And we sleep under the seats.
Yeah, it was comfortable.
It was very
and
comfortable.
The toilets were very interesting. When you're going to the toilets, you could see down there, you could see the rails down.
So it was basically a hall.
A hall. So when you do your thing, it's going down
to the rail. Yeah. So when you are hiking along Kijabe and all other places with rail, just know that those old train stations carry a lot of yeah, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. So Yvonne, what are the beginner tips you'll give someone who is traveling for the first time?
I'd say you start small. If the finances are issue, so you can start with maybe Naivasha. There's someone who has never gone to somewhere like Naivasha or Nakuru. Just be a local tourist first. Understand the local etiquette of the travel. And then there are some people get to know how things are done in hotels. Like I can say, you see, like in hotels, most of hotels offer buffet lunch, buffet dinner, buffet breakfast, and someone doesn't know what a buffet something meal is, and you don't know where to start starter, the main meal, and the dessert. So when you start going to these local hotels, you get to experience this before moving to international hotels. At least you're aware of where to start and where to end. Not someone going to start with the cake, then going to soup, and then going to the main meal. Now, someone will understand when you go to these local hotels.
My main tip for someone who is looking to travel is just get up and go. Because if you keep postponing, it will never happen. And just get up and go. We have destinations you can access with matatus. We have Nanyuki, which has a train that leaves on Friday and comes back on Sunday. And we have very affordable Airbnbs and hotels in Nanyuki and all over the country. So just get up and go. You don't have to say that you can't do a weekend getaway because you don't have a car. You can use a matatu, you can use the train, you can even come up with a group of friends. If you have a group of friends, you can combine and do a trip now where you can hire a vehicle, or you can do the joining safaris where you join other people who are going for a safari. But I would advise at least choose a tour operator or do your own research before traveling so that you know what to expect and you can be ready. Yeah, that's what I would advise for someone who is traveling for the first time.
To add on that, if you're planning for a group and they don't want to go, you go. Yeah. Don't wait for them.
Go alone.
Pack your bags and go.
Yeah.
Because you'll wait for them and maybe they'll come, they'll travel maybe 2 years later. Yeah. Everyone will have an excuse. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing this.
But that's something we have experienced a lot. A group comes to you and they want to travel maybe to Dubai and they keep postponing for years. Now in 2020, you want to go to Dubai. Maybe someone decided to pull out and to cancel the entire plan for the entire group. In 2021, someone else something comes up and they have to pull out and you have to cancel for the entire group. So I'd say if you're planned for any travel, if someone cancels, if it's something you need to support them, then it's okay, you can cancel. But if it's someone who has canceled for their own personal things, just go on with the trip. Don't cancel your own travel plans because of someone, because that travel will never leave the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Any other tip?
If you're traveling internationally for the first time, consult a tour consultant. Know about the requirements that the country you are going to has. If it's visa requirements, it's flight, the activities you can do. Also, all this information you can get on Google when you research. But using a tour operator, at least we have people on the ground on the destinations itself. So you will have people taking care of you personally. If it's the first time doing a international destination, that's what I would recommend. Also, when you're doing international travel, we do recommend you go with a portable bag. Never leave your documents. And if you leave them in the hotel, make sure they are in a safe, because if you lose the document now, it will be another story for you.
getting to come back to your original country. I think you have to go to
That is
immigration
cheap.
wakuissue na temporary passport ya fly back, which is a lot of work. Yeah.
And many more tips coming if you continue watching us.
Yeah, also subscribe to our social. We do share all these tips about travel, offers, and everything that we have.
This was our first episode. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more tips coming by on this podcast. And where are we located?
We are located at Next Gen Mall, third floor, Unit 27. We'll add all our contact details and email address on the description box. So that if you want us to plan your trip, feel free to reach us on WhatsApp, on call, and on text and on email.
We are going to include all our socials on the description below. So check there, all our contact, our location, it's down there on the description box.
Yeah, and from our social, you get to see all the offers that we have. Our next episode, we will address all the travel terms that we talk about that gets people confused.
So stay tuned. See you. Bye-bye.